Good morning. So for today's healthy tip today, I'm going to bring planks to the platform. I know usually we do a lot of yoga, meditation, but this is something I really honestly believe should be part of your routine in the morning. So if you're starting a new healthy routine, a regimen, workouts, obviously make sure you consult a doctor before doing things, but this is something that should be in there. And particularly with yoga, because we use a lot of core strength and we really look to build up those muscles that are going to help us balance and stretch through. Planks are a huge part of it. Now there's 7 big reasons why you're going to do planks. The first one in general, it's overall core muscle improvement. So your core is where a lot of your strength, your confidence, all of that comes from. So by strengthening that, you're going to feel better. It's just an all-around great move. The second thing, my notes. Thought I could memorize them all. I guess I can't. It's okay. So I've got my notes here. Bear with me. I am human. Okay, the second big one. Here we go. Here's my notes. You'll decrease your risk of injury. Okay. So for those of us like myself who've ever had lower back pain, this is a great one because when you strengthen your core, it strengthens those muscles that connect around and hook to your spine. So by strengthening your core, you're in a sense going to strengthen your back. Now, the third one I have here is the big one for all of us who I know are looking for this, is a boost in your metabolism. So when you boost your metabolism, it's going to help you burn calories more efficiently. And you're going to, if you're looking to lose that weight, this is a great one because when you work on planks, you're working a lot of different muscles in the body. So that's actually going to help you boost your metabolism because you're using all of these different, you're using your core, you're using your back, you're using your legs, you're using your arms. So you're bringing complete workout to your body. Okay. Now the next one, the big one for a lot of us, I know in this day and age, is this is going to help improve your posture. Because a lot of us sit and, you tend to use the phone and we hunch over when we're driving all the time. Your head gets really heavy. So again, we hunch over. And we don't notice it all the time. It's one of those things, a lot of us work at desks, at computers, and same thing, you're hunching over. So planks are gonna help you, again, strengthen all of that, strengthen your back, strengthen your spine. So it's gonna help you sit up, and you're gonna notice too, you're gonna start to sit up more often, and you're gonna feel different. The next one, balance. Planks help us improve our balance. So I don't know how many of you have ever tried to stand on one leg and you kind of feel like you're tipping over, or maybe you're doing yoga and you're doing those, warrior 1s, warrior 2s, you're doing things and you're starting to feel that wobble. A lot of that is because of your core. So if you tighten the core and you strengthen your core, that's what's gonna help you with better balance. And the next thing too, it also helps with flexibility. So again, if you're finding you're struggling, you wanna be able to reach your toes more, you wanna be able to get in those positions, this is gonna help because when you're planking, you're actually stretching through all of those muscles. You're releasing tensions in the body, and that's where we hold everything, is in the tension. So if we can actually use this to stretch out and release, you're gonna have more flexibility. And the very last one I wanna talk about, and this is a big one here, is gonna be the mental benefits, the willpower. Because by keeping yourself in this position for anywhere between 30 seconds to even a minute at a time, you're gonna start to notice the strength that you have, okay? You're training your body to be stronger, and it also is gonna go into the rest of your everyday life. Like when I talk about the small habits that you do and how you feel that sense of pride and accomplishment, this is gonna be the same thing. Because if you can do this and you can hold this, you're gonna love it. So like I said, today we're talking about planking. So basically what you wanna do is you wanna get yourself into the position here. So what you're looking to do is get your shoulders in line with your elbows, okay? You don't wanna be too far forward, you don't wanna be too far back. You wanna be right underneath yourself here. And for today's purposes, we're gonna do it on our forearms. You can do this straight up on the hands, but again, we're doing this on the forearms today. This is gonna be the most basic. Toes back here. You wanna go ahead and curl those under. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna lift up into a push-up position. You're looking to hold that position. Today we're gonna do it for 30 seconds. Okay, you can work up to that. If 30 seconds is too much, start with 10, then go to 20, then go to 30. Like I said, eventually I'd like you to build up to a minute. That would be the goal. So you're gonna pop right up, you're gonna push up, pulling up through the core. Now you don't wanna be too high up in your butt, and you don't wanna be saggy. You wanna try and get yourself in a nice straight line, okay? And you're gonna hold it for 30 seconds, and then you'll relax back down, okay? So this is the most basic form. I'm gonna give you one other variation today. So for right now, if you're trying this with me, get yourself in that position. Get the shoulders over the elbows, curl the toes under, and we're gonna lift up and begin. And you wanna make sure you're breathing, okay? So you're tightening those core muscles, tightening those leg muscles, and we're breathing. Because if you don't breathe through this, you're gonna get really stiff. You're gonna start to not be able to do this, okay? You wanna make sure you're breathing. And the other thing too is you might feel a little shaking at first. That's your body, that's the detoxing. You're using these muscles, you're forcing air through them. That's okay, shaking is okay. And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, come down, nice and easy, good. So again, that's one variation. You can do this a lot of different ways. Some people, you can do it straight up on your arms, but a lot of times that can be a lot for people's wrists. So if that's not something you're ready for, don't do that. And the next one I'm gonna give you is a side plank, because this is really good for those side, your abdomen on the side here. So this, we're gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna do it from a forearm plank, but again, you can do it straight up on the arm, completely up to you. So again, shoulder over your elbows, palms down. Feet are gonna be stacked. So you see that? We're stacked on top of each other. You don't wanna be rolled forward. You don't wanna be too far back. You wanna be right on the hip. You wanna be very square. And we're gonna lift up through the side, okay? So when we lift, you're coming up. You again wanna stay very long, one long line. Try not to get saggy here, and don't try and pop up too far. All right, so again, we're gonna do this for 30 seconds, and you'll do it on both sides. For today's purposes, obviously, I'm looking at you, we're gonna do this side. So go ahead and get in that position. Again, nice and square, lined up, and go ahead and begin. So we're pulling up through, tightening all of these muscles. You're gonna feel nice and tight in here. And we're using those leg muscles. You hold for 30 seconds, and then we'll exhale and release. So my suggestion, and this is even what I do during the day, I do 2 sets here for 30 seconds, and then I do 1 on each side. So that's a total of 4 planks. So again, start small. If you only wanna do 10 seconds, work your way up, that's fine, that's allowed. So do 10 seconds. Again, if you can get to 30, beautiful. And if you can get yourself even up to a minute or even further, that's amazing. So that is your basics on planking. So like I said, add that to your yoga, add that to your morning routine if you go to the gym. And if you don't have a routine, start with this and do this every day. You're gonna love it. All right, guys, I will see you next time for some more fun yoga, meditation, or exercise tips. All right, guys.